Hello and welcome to the fourth vlog. In this vlog you mostly see the road trip me and my friend Tyne did through Kyushu. Kyushu is the most southern island of Japan and I have never been there, so it was very cool to see. There's a lot of nature there. There were also some pretty big cities, but the cities ended up not being that interesting. And we also didn't spend much time in them. So we flew to Fukuoka, the biggest city of Kyushu, on the 22nd of December. From there we rented a car and made our way to our first accommodation. This was already one of the more sketchy drives because it was already getting pretty dark and we had to drive through a mountainous region and there was some snow there. So it ended up being a bit sketchy, but we made it through fine. And that first accommodation was also one of the more cool ones because it was very traditional Japanese style. It also had a private onsen and the host made us like traditional Japanese dinner and breakfast, so that was very cool. Then the second night we stayed in Kumamoto, which is another one of the big cities there. We did not do that much there. It wasn't that much to do except for a castle and a cool garden. And we quickly made our way to Kagoshima because that's quite a bit out of the way from the rest of the cities. It's very far south, and also for that reason we didn't have much time there. So the next morning after we arrived in Kagoshima we already had to go back up north again for a long drive. And our fourth accommodation was again in a mountainous region around the same place where our first accommodation was. It was a very cool place. There was a lot of nature there, and it was also attached to a bar which the host also owned, so we had some nice cocktails there. Afterwards, the next day we made it to Beppu, which is known for their onsen. So there's a bit of an attraction park with all these like different onsen with like different colored water in them. So it was definitely one of the more interesting cities we visited. And then for the final 2 days of our road trip, we went back to Fukuoka where we stayed for 2 days. And then before we went to Tokyo, we also made a stop in Osaka where we actually flew towards because Eugene, another friend from Netherlands, was also staying there for 2 days. So we met up with him there. We did one night in Osaka and one night in Kyoto. I'd already been in these cities, as you could see in the previous vlogs, but it was still very cool to experience them again. And after those 2 days we went back to Tokyo, meaning it was the 31st of December, so we spent New Year's Eve in Tokyo, which was very cool. We first had a bit of trouble finding a restaurant since most places were closed, but after finding one and eating there, it was time for the New Year countdown. We ended up just going to the Scramble Square, even though it was supposed to be closed off. But there were so many people there. It was very like weird, strange to experience it in such a way. It was very cool. And then the other pictures you see are just from another random days in Tokyo. So there's a lot of cool stuff to see in this vlog, mostly from within the car. I was driving between the cities in Kyushu. It was very cool nature. We also did some hiking, went over a gigantic bridge. It's also beautiful nature, so I hope you enjoy.
When are we going to understand that we are put on earth to love? That's all it's about. Everybody want to figure out how complicated life is and break it down. This is what I truly think. I really think that it's going to keep going on. War going to keep going on. Frustration going to keep going on. Anger going to keep going on till we finally go back down to the simplest word, love.
まく届かないんだまた次の